Hey guys, fishing and stuff. Today, I got 5 new fishing hacks for you. And I bet you're gonna like them. So, stick around. Today, I got 5 new fishing hacks. And they awesome. Now, normally I do DIYs on my channel. And if you ain't never been over there before, then you need to go check it out. Cause I got a long list of DIYs that'll help you save money. And if you see something you like, click subscribe and click the bell so that YouTube will notify you when I post videos and you can watch them. And subscribing is totally free. I'm just saying. But on this video here today, there is some awesome fishing hacks. And a couple of them got sent to me by some subscribers, and I appreciate that. So let's quit wasting time and let's get into these fishing hacks. Fishing hack number 1. Now this hack right here is freaking awesome. On my last hack video, I talked about these glow sticks that you buy at Walmart and how high they are. And I talked about how you could go over to the craft section and you could buy glow sticks over there for hardly nothing. Well, a lot of the guys on that video was telling me about how you could go on Amazon and get these in packs of 100. You can also get these little tiny glow sticks, which are really cool. Well, these packs you get at Walmart, they come with 3 little bitty glow sticks, and they come with these little holders that you buy, which is basically 2 pieces of hard plastic tube, and one of them's cut to fit on your rod. Well, you stick these glow sticks in these tubes, and this part's supposed to click on your rod, but this stuff's like really hard. It's not very flexible, but still, it's a cool little holder. Well, one of my subscribers, Mr. AJ Shackett, he sent me a great idea. And by the way, AJ, I really appreciate this. I'm going to use it. What he sent me was an idea he had. Basically, he orders this tube himself, but the tube he orders is made much better than this. The tube he uses is made a lot better than that stuff you get at Walmart. Now I bought the clear, but you can get it in colors if you want. And I got the 4mm, and it also comes in 6mm tube. And I'll put a link in the description box of where you can buy this for yourself. I bought 10 foot of this tubing for $10, so it's $1 a foot. And I'm figuring with 10 foot of this, you could probably make 100 of those holders. And for $10, you can get about 100 of these glow sticks off Amazon. Now, of course, the tubes will be reusable, but you'll have plenty of spares, or you can make some for your buddies. Now I'm gonna show you how to make one of these. All you do is you take off a section as big as you want. You can clip off a 1 to 2 inch section of tubing, and then you take your scissors and you just split it. Now AJ stuck his in one side and split the other side. Kind of like these tubes that you get from Walmart. But what I figured out, if you split both sides of the tubes, you can put different size glow sticks in it. I mean little tiny ones or bigger ones. And then it doesn't matter so much what size glow sticks you buy. That's pretty dang cool right there. I like the way it clips on there, that's awesome. And you can put a bracelet on there. I put 2 of them on here to hold it. Yeah, you'll be able to see that thing at night. And there's one last thing to talk about. I got the 4mm inside diameter. They also make a 6mm inside diameter. If you have big thick rods that you want to put them on, you might want to go up to the 6mm. Fishing hack number 2. Winter is a great time to fish. I mean, everything bites good in the winter. I love catching crappie in the winter. I love catching catfish in the winter. The only problem with the winter is it's daggum cold. And I've thought for a long time, why don't they make heated seats for boats? And people laugh at me for saying it, but you think about it. You out there in the cold, freezing your butt off. Wouldn't it be nice to be sitting on a heated seat? Well, I got to checking, and they do make heated cushions. And they're basically stadium seats. They're for watching football games in the winter. And they make electric rechargeable cushions that you can sit on and keep your butt warm. Well, those things are just a little bit expensive. But I started digging into the subject and I come up with this. This is also a stadium cushion. But the cool thing about this is it was less than 20 bucks. And I'll leave a link for it in the description box so you can pick up one for yourself. But the reason this thing is cheaper, it comes with pockets in it. It also comes with a little clip on the side, which you could hook it to something, so if you're going down the lake, it won't blow out in the water. But you buy these here heat warmers, and they slide down in the pockets after you open them, of course, and activate them, make them warm. But you put these things down in the pockets, and this thing gets really warm, and you can sit on it, and it'll keep you warm on those cold days out on the water. And something else I really like about this thing is you could just buy toe warmers or hand warmers, and you can get these at like Dollar General or the Dollar Tree. You can get them at Walmart, all kinds of places, pretty cheap. They are just a little bit smaller, but you could buy these and stick 2 of them down in the pocket, and it'd do the same thing. That right there is a good idea, especially if you're a winter fisherman. And everybody knows the best fishing winter when all them fun boaters get off the lake. Fishing hack number 3. I love rods with cork handles, and I love EvaFoam handles just as good. Heck, I even like regular old styrofoam handles too. Well, let's just say you got a rod and it's just seen better days. This is actually an old ugly stick. Really good rod. Say the foam handle's a little bit tore up. This one ain't in too bad shape, but it's seen better days. Well, a lot of you may have seen it before, but some people probably haven't. They sell this material, and it's kind of like a heat shrink tube, but it's EvaFoam. Am I saying that right? EvaFoam, whatever. Well, it's a lot like a giant heat shrink tube, kind of like this one that I put on that light. You know, that light video I made? Anyway, this stuff is like heat shrink tube, but it feels more like rubber. And like I said, if you got a handle that's seen better days, this is your solution. All you gotta do is cut you off a piece as long as the handle. You slide it up on the rod, and when you get it on there good, you take you a heat gun and you heat it up until it tightens up on the old handle. Well, when you're done, you got yourself a brand new handle. Feels pretty dang comfortable. That's actually pretty dang sweet. This part up here, what if it's tore up? Well, you can do the same thing. You can cut you a piece off, slide it down the top of the reel over the eyes, and then heat it up. Well, then when you finished, it's like you got yourself a brand new fishing rod. What about that? That's just awesome. Hack number 4. Now, I've actually had at least 4 videos where I've made drifting weights. And if you don't know what a drifting weight is, I got a really good video on drifting weights and planer boards. Go check it out. And it basically explains why we use drifting weights and how to use planer boards. But on that video, it shows you how you can use drifting weights to keep your rig from getting caught on stuff on the bottom, and you can fish while you're moving. It's gonna make some pretty good footage.
Hey, what you doing in my pool?
I gotta go. And all of these drifting weights right here work really, really good. This one's made of paracord. This one and this one. Both of them were dipped in plasti dip. This is one I made that was just like a drifting stick. It even rattled. And this one here is a solid core lead drifting weight, which I really liked. Let's say you're out fishing though and you lose one of your drifting weights and you need another one, or you just forgot to bring them and you need some. On this next hack, I'm gonna show you a way to make a drifting weight anywhere. This is some .041 stainless steel wire. And I got this from Harbor Freight and it wasn't very expensive. And a subscriber, Steve McCoy, brought this hack up. And I actually know somebody that does this, and that's the only kind of drifting weight they'll use. But I'm gonna show you how to make a makeshift drifting weight that you can use in a pinch if you need to. All you really have to do is pull you out some wire. After you pull out the wire, you'll have to straighten it out because it's kind of kinky. I'm just saying. After you get your wire pretty straight the way you need it, get yourself a sinker, whatever size you need. Heck, you can even use 2 sinkers if you want to. Then I fold my wire over something and grab it with a pair of pliers and start twisting it like a T-handle. An Allen wrench works really good for this part, but I'm sure there's something else that'll work just as good. And if you want to put a swivel on your drifting weight, put it on there before you twist it. And after you're done, this is what you have. You can make it with a swivel on the end, or you can just tie a loop in it and not use a swivel. Doesn't really matter. Now you want to take whatever sinkers you're using and slide on up the wire. And after you do it, put a little bend in the bottom and you got yourself a dragon weight. And everything I've heard from friends about these is that they work really good. I mean, it might sound crazy, but if this sinker gets hung on something, they'll just pop right off. And when you reel your rig in, you keep everything but the sinker. All you gotta do is stick you a new sinker on there and you're ready to drag again. That's actually pretty dang cool if you're out there in a pinch. Fishing hack number 5. You know, one thing's for sure, fishing lures can get very expensive. It's nothing to pay $10 or $15 for a good fishing lure. Now, wouldn't it be awesome if you could get a good fishing lure for a quarter? And I just happen to have 25 cents. I guess the first thing we need to do is now we got our holes put in it. We're gonna need some of those split rings. Don't get me wrong, I got tools in this toolbox, but when you're a YouTuber, you gotta have a YouTube junk drawer. We got our split rings. That's pretty cool right there. Dadgum 25-cent fishing lure. Ain't but one thing left to do. And bam, I think it's gonna work. It's actually pretty cool. I mean, really, you think about it. How can you beat a 25-cent lure with the 1-cent lure? That's how you can be. Never mind. Well, there you have it. 5 fishing hacks that are awesome. Hey guys, if you like this video, click that like button. And if you're not subscribed, then what you waiting on? And I just want to let you know, subscribing is totally free. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next bill.